What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Vagabond 95, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We will be in the 200s next reaction. Um, Kind of got a very big, not all hell breaking loose situation, but sounds. I don't know if we want to say we're getting rid of a whole clan here, or school, or an entire generation's worth of family. I don't know how to describe it, but so Jiro was taken out, and we saw a little like flash forward then slash back of Denchichuro also being taken out by Takezo. Um, so like what becomes of the school after that? I don't. They could have some like those might be the direct descendants of the name of the founder. They might have some offshoot like cousins or something like that. I don't know, but it won't hold any weight. Now again, I don't know what these schools really hold now anyway, because we've kind of seen a little bit of a shift in the story of like the way of the sword might be dying off. Wars are starting to use guns and other weapons, so it's kind of we see this kind of like transition here going. So I don't know what kind of weight these kind of like samurai schools are holding now in the story anyway. But if whatever weight they have is going to get killed off right here in the next handful of chapters, so we'll see how that goes. I didn't know I had made the comment because I knew that Vagabond had kind of like abruptly ended or was on hiatus or whatever the situation is. I thought he had also passed, like the Berserk author. And then I had a couple of you tell me, and I think I've been told this before, that no, he's alive and well. He's fine. He just fell out of passion with it. He has no interest in, and that's insane to me. Absolutely insane. And again, it's the same argument with Hunter x Hunter. Of like, and we've had this discussion countless times on the channel of like, Togashi, man, like I get it, and the health clearly is not getting better. You have every resource available to you to push out that story. I don't want to say you owe the fans anything, but you kind of do and you kind of don't, because like, you don't owe anybody anything. But if it wasn't for the fans watching your anime and reading your manga and buying your merch and doing XYZ, like what would the story, like what would Hunter x Hunter be? So I feel like it's a dicey subject to say like you owe somebody something, but you would think like if you have the means to, you should be able to get it done. And then we kind of saw like how with Akira Toriyama passing, the kind of shockwave that sent out of other manga authors and how they're like going to get back to it, and how other ones are like, I got to take a step back for a little bit. So there's all like, you never know. It's just wild to me that like you have this story that like, again, I talk about Berserk, like I don't know how they don't get an anime when it seems to be regarded as like one of the best, if not the best manga of all time, and it's not even finished. But Vagabond seems very highly regarded as well. You could say it's in the top 5 or whatever you were comparing mangas to. And he just cold cock just stops. Now again, I don't know the specifics on it. I feel like we've talked about Togashi a lot, so I've kind of gotten a good rundown of like his sickness, and like he stops and doesn't want to give up responsibilities in drawing, and he like, I don't know what his situation is. Is there, I don't know if it's darker or deeper than him just like falling out of passion with it, or that's just what it is. Like he's just like, I don't really feel like it, and just leaves it there. I went back and scored. It looks like there hasn't been a chapter since 2015, so we're going on a decade since a new chapter dropped. That's wild. And I'm just curious the reason and the why not to. I feel like when you've built up something so grand and great, to stop for extended we all have life and things happen, you get sick, people around you get sick, people pass, things happen in life. I get you got to take time. But a decade, and when you have resources and can do things, I just feel like you got to see the journey through. So I don't know his specific reason on why we've just stopped, but I feel like if you've gone for it looks like 2015, it's not happening, is it? Is that as far as anime or manga go, what's the longest hiatus between chapters or between anime episodes? I'm curious of what that is. Hunter x Hunter was getting up there, but did they reach 10 years? I don't know. It looks like it'll be this time next year. It'll be 10 years since there was a new Vagabond chapter, which is crazy, but that's another discussion for another day. I was just curious on that. Let's go ahead and get back to this. Let me drag this over here. Bop, bop, bop. Come over here. Press play. Turn up the volume here. Turn it down in my head. We're recording. Alright. Chapter 195. You'll see the school is going after Musashi. What about... Oh, that's right. At the end of last chapter, we just walked out there dick swinging in the middle of the day. And everybody wants him dead. But what about his match with Denchichiro? I don't know. I think they're going to swallow their pride and try to get rid of Musashi. After all, the head of their school was killed. I want you to give me the details of the story. Who is this? Is this the grandson? Who is that? Or is that Toji? Could be. That's gotta be Musashi. This is where the match is supposed to take place. He's checking the area. That bandage must be from his fight with Sajuro. I see. Think of how famous you'd be if you killed him now. Who's going first? Oh no. I mean, I'm right here. Anybody? Oh shit. And they did not shit. And there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like almost 10 of them. And nobody pulled the trigger. Sounds about right. At least they seem to have some kind of value on their lives. Oh my god, you got a dude over here like, oh, these are some interesting bushes. Bro. I could use another nap. I'm starving. Buckwheat dumplings. But we're talking about the master being killed, right? So how could his younger brother possibly beat Musashi? I heard the younger brother is more formidable. Who told you that? Hmm? Hey, this Miyamoto Musashi, he's, is he really that strong? That's what we've been saying. He's taking on the Yoshiaka school all by himself. That's what it's come down to. Speaking of strong fighters, oh, we're still doing this. And what's even wild, but it's so crazy because like it's the perfect person to in person, because like the kid doesn't even know his own name if he heard it because he can't hear. It's insane. What makes it even wild is like he's in town too, by the way. Speaking of strong fighters, what about Sasaki Kajuro? Who? That's right, Kajuro, I've heard of him. He's been making a name for himself. Actually, I am Sasaki. I hear he's deaf. Ooh, Kajuro that is. Okay, Kajuro's starting to get out there around town, and because that's a very I feel like when you hear that name in this story, that's a very specific trait to him, other than saying, oh, you know, that's Sasaki Kajuro, he's pretty tall, or Sasaki Kajuro, he's got a scar across his face. I feel like those are things that like you could easily kind of pass off or get confused in just day-to-day life. This era of swordsman, anybody could have a scar here, scar there. It could be tall guys, big guys. But that's a very like specific thing. I hear he's deaf. Kajuro, that is. My name's Sasaki Kajuro. What's this about his hearing? That could get confusing. You've got that right. They know it's not him. They're like, oh, you just happen to have the same name. Huh, that's confusing. He can fight even though he's deaf? I won't believe it until I see it for myself. What's this? Sasaki Kajuro is deaf? Impossible. He's formidable enough to receive a certificate. This can't be. It must be a mistake. And then, hey, it's the Yoshiaka. Yeah, everything's crumbling, isn't it? I think I kind of connected the dots, but then I wasn't sure. And then I had someone remind me. The guy that dumbass over here got killed, I'm pretty sure that guy died, was Kojuro's childhood friend growing up that was trying to deliver, because that was the letter that he got from the old master, the old man, gave it to his friend. He's like, I'm gonna go out there and find him. Shit's taken almost 5 to 10 plus years to find him. Still had the certificate on him, and then died, and then Matahachi just takes it. So I'm pretty sure his childhood friend is dead. Hey, it's the Yoshiaka. Oh, brother. Pretty impressive. So the big one is Denchichiro, who said he didn't amount to much. Well, Musashi can't win. That was scary. Hey, you haven't paid for your friend? Huh, Kojuro? What? Oh, he just dipped. He just ran out back. Denchichiro might recognize me. He even beat me up before. That might have been a year ago, but if they catch me, they'll roast me alive for arson. Of course, I've changed quite a bit from that wanted sign. Have you, though? But they'll still recognize me. I knew I shouldn't have come here. Who'd you just walk past? That was... Oh, shit. That's not real. This isn't real. They're going to interact even before the day of... What's that conversation even look like? Oh, shit. That's awkward as hell. Like, what do you say? What do you do? We're not going to attack him now. We already have something scheduled. He's got Ueda with him, too. Exclamation mark. The rage has got to be going crazy right now. Yeah! Oh, that's Ueda that went to pull the trigger. I thought that was Denchichiro with seeing his brother in his eye, seeing his brother in his head. No, Ueda went for it. But it was like, and this is again what I hope is being, the rumors are being spread. Like, I hope they don't think that we just like sought this man out in the middle of his home while he was asleep or drunk at some whorehouse, you know, and just caught him off guard and killed him. He attacked us perfectly sober of mind in the middle of the night. Okay? We didn't just go like assassinate him. Alright? I hope that's being put out there. And it seemed like some of them were like, oh, so you tried to protect your brother and you figured you could kill Takezo before the... Like, let's all, like, not take revenge trips here, bro. That's the way of the sword. Like, people just come and go. He's asking how his brother was. Was he good? Oh, God. How was he? How did my brother fight? It was awkward. You fool. Can't you tell from this bandage? He's several times better than you. Who is this? Is that Toji? I don't... Toji's been on screen so little that this could be him, and I don't recognize him. And then didn't Toji always have his hair tied up too? So I couldn't tell you who's who right now. I do kind of like that little bit of exchange there. I don't know if I was expecting Takezo to like pour his heart out and like, oh, your brother was the best guy I ever fought. You should be proud, yada yada yada. But the how was he? How'd my brother fight? I think that's about as all you're gonna get. All right, 196. What are we? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Who's slaughtering these people? They were talking about the Yoshiaka. You know the rumors? When they really started insulting the Yoshiaka, a man drinking alone in the back stood up. That has to be Toji, no? That was no man. He was a demon. Someone from the Yoshiaka? This could be a problem. It is. Okay. Now, Toji will attack us. And I guess we're going to have to fight unless Denchichiro and Ueda somehow get in there and restrain him. He's drunk. He's rage-induced. Sad about Toji passing. Bro, you're the one that left Toji's side, too, by the way, and went on some just wandering journey. You should have been there. I remember that name. Don't want them to know what my timing is off. Don't want them to know that my timing is off because I only have one good eye. He's so upset. Bro, we have a thing scheduled all. When we fight is when we fight. Like, we're just not... Ueda tried to do the same shit. And now he's gonna go for it. Now, are we gonna have to fight him and put him down, or is Denchichiro and the others gonna step in? No, Toji. If Denchichiro attacks, I won't see it coming, and then, well, I don't have a choice. What the hell is this? Did we just one-tap him? Oh, that's the blood from his throat getting slit, slamming up against the doors. Good God. What are we even looking at here? I mean, a footprint, clearly, but like... Jeez, and I thought Toji had some skill. Now, again, he's rage-induced, might be a little bit drunk. Just running in there, seeing pure red. Man gets throat slit. Not even in a single exchange of swords. Because he's looking right here. Is he looking behind him or in front of him? Oh, he put a mark there with his foot. But I can't tell which way he's facing when he's making that mark. Is he facing Toji? Right here? Or is he still facing Denchichiro? If Denchichiro attacks, I won't see it coming. Okay, I think he turned around. Okay, he's facing him. I think. And this is Toji's foot. I guess he knew that was his sword range between that mark and here. And if he stepped inside that range, it was GG. Okay, so it looks like he marked off his range when he turned around, and he's facing Toji as Toji's charging him. I think we broke that down. And then we go past him. Yeah. Denchichiro sees it. Ueda sees it. Oh, God. Look at him, like, trying to, like... I don't know what he's doing there. Grabbing his head, trying to put it back on. Oh, God. You're stronger, while I only became weaker. I don't understand. So even the sword has forsaken me? Yeah, Toji went on I don't know. We didn't get much of him on screen, but the last couple times we've seen him, it's just kind of all falling apart. Now, again, we didn't get crazy backstory on him to really know. We know he was essentially Sojiro's bodyguard, and at the time we ran into them, it looked like he might have been like the second strongest person if we were ranking like Sojiro, Toji, Takezo, and then Denchichiro. Toji was like, he seemed to be up there. And then he was at the Inshun fights, or one of them. And then he sought out the other school that Otsu was at to try to get taught, wasn't he? And then just kind of, I don't know, went off. Next time we see him, he's over here getting one-tapped. So even the sword has forsaken me, and he just dies a depressing death out here in the streets with his throat slit in front of everybody, and Toji's dead, now he's dead, and that's how his life ended. So that seems pretty awful. His last couple years or so seemed like they were not well, and then his death comes right behind it. Gion Toji was one of the 10 swordsmen of the... Yeah. Now he's not. He was banished from the school, but news of our master's death must have been a shock to him. Is he banished because he went out there looking for revenge? Is that why they banished him? You must understand. Well, the 3 victims were unknown Ronin, and given that the perpetrator is now dead, my apologies. Ah, so they're, I guess, police that came to the school, like, hey, he's one of y'all's, and he just killed these men in broad daylight. But he's dead now, so I guess it's like, oh, well, what can we do? We can't arrest him or do anything, he's dead. If you had attacked me, I wouldn't have seen you coming. You should be tending to the business matters of your school. I think Denji, it's setting in, man, that we just don't have the juice. Toji, is there anyone who'll come for the body? Does he have any family? His parents live at the foot of Mount Taraib. I just went over there. I don't know what you're talking about. He's no son of mine. Jesus. So his life was just shit. Yeah. My family situation isn't so different. He's lucky he even had parents. So who knows how that went. I hated that bastard. Me too. No one liked him. He was full of conceit. But his sword, yes. Many a time I attempted to emulate it. So no one liked him, but they respected his skill. Yeah, and Toji to come back to us in such a state. A different man. In the course of a year, you've become a completely different man. Now that Denchichiro is the head of the school, it would be insane for him to fight Musashi. Musashi has nothing to lose, while we risk losing everything. Why should we put the reputation of our school, with its illustrious history, on the line against one lone Ronin? Denchichiro must not do this. Someone will fight in his stead. Yikes. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop, 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 stop. Stop, stop, stop. Stop this, stop this, stop this. Maybe this battle does happen, but no way it happens in like the 200s. We've got a long... I know the story isn't finished, but there's no way they have this fight this early, because there's no way one of them are walking out of here not severely like fluffed up. Maybe even lost a limb or something. And we know Takezo won't die, so... Well, won't die yet. But then what was that thing that they showed me a couple chapters ago where it looked like we had taken down Denchichiro? There's no way he'd let somebody else stand in for him. Me personally, I just don't think he would. I have a plan. Oh, just get me to that point where it looks like the two of them actually got to the match day. It's because of those murders yesterday. That's why the streets are empty. Oh, shit. Oh. Horrible, must hurry. Is this Akemi walking past Kajuro? The real Kajuro. I hope him and Matahachi run into each other. Eh? Where are you taking me? This isn't... He's got long flowing hair, and he's as tall as Master Denchichiro. A baby face with long narrow eyes, but he's an incredible swordsman. And he's deaf. We must welcome him as a guest to our school. Don't be rude, be gracious, but bring him here. Yes, sir. Now then, how shall I bring this up to Denchichiro? We should have an idea of Musashi's whereabouts by now. I followed your orders and followed that samurai yesterday, and he's staying at the Hanami estate. I waited outside for a while, but he never came out. That must be where he's staying, I'm certain. Hanami Koetsu. Ambushing Musashi may no longer be an option. Shall I bring you some ink? With water, I can keep reusing the same piece of paper. A woman standing at a bridge. Who is it? That is a person, isn't it? It's a pumpkin. He came after me. I heard Gion Toji, one of the swordsmen of the Yoshiako, was cut down yesterday. He came after me. I was just lucky. If my first swing missed, there's no telling what would have happened. Besides, he wasn't in his right mind. That's another thing too. Like maybe he has more skill than I'm giving him credit for. But who knows? You seem on edge? That's not right. I said that he came after me. But that's not really true. I started it a year ago. Perhaps this fight with the Yoshiaka has spun out of control? Not at all. In a few days I'll fight Denchichiro and it'll all be over. I just have to concentrate on my art. That's all I need to do. No need for second thoughts. Oh god. Oh, so he grabbed her. So he's just running around deaf grabbing girls and shit. You mustn't be so easy. Like a cat in heat. I need these two to interact before they try to fucking get his ass jumped. They're literally in the same building, separated by like a wall. Another of our guests. Kajuro is deaf. That can't be. I talked to him. Besides, the real Kajuro is dead. Of course I'm the only one who knows that. But, I don't get it. He's been dead for a while, but his reputation seems to be growing by the day. Am I just imagining this? One thing I know for sure is that he's dead. Otherwise, I wouldn't have his certificate. Musashi's been the talk of the town ever since he defeated the head of the school. Meanwhile, I'm a drunk who resorts to deceit to pay his bills. We're worlds apart. It's all that Miyamoto Musashi's fault. No customers ever since yesterday's bloodbath. The streets are empty. Miyamoto Musashi is to blame. What a nuisance. That's right, what a nuisance. Musashi's just a country bumpkin. A real fighter would never cut down people left and right in broad daylight just to make a scene. He just wants to show off how strong he is. If he were really strong, he wouldn't need to do that. Hey, calm down. What if he hears you? I don't care. Who do you think I am? I'm Sasaki Kajuro. Of course. I'm sure a tavern owner like you has never heard of me. Come on, Musashi, I'll take you on right now. You can't hurt me. Please stop this nonsense. Did you say you're Sasaki Kajuro? Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. They're going to bring him, but here's the thing though. Ueda knows what Kajuro looks like and also knows that Kajuro is deaf. So I was about to sit here and think like, oh my god, they're gonna lure Musashi in and push out Matahachi out there thinking he's Kajuro that has a chance to take him, and Matahachi's gonna have no idea what he's got himself into. But Ueda knows what he looks like and knows that he's deaf and has interacted before. He should clearly, if that plan starts to happen, there's no way Matahachi gets in front of Ueda's face and makes it even to the point to be facing off against Takezo. There's just no way. There's no way you'd let that actually happen. Did you say you're Sasaki Kajuro? You're from the Yoshiaka? But how'd you hear us if you're deaf? I know it's confusing. No, I heard you say. Why are you trying to cover that up? He's suspicious. Wait, I've seen this man before. Well, I really must be going. What do I owe you? I got it. That drawing. Hurry it up. The wanted posting. Let's you and I go for a walk. No, I'm telling you, my name's Sasaki Kajuro. Finally. I don't know if they end up like hanging him and killing him or some shit, but to be honest, something's got to change with him. It's the same recycled shit every handful of chapters of what we just got this chapter of, like, oh, Takezo's made it so far and I haven't done anything. He's made a name for himself and I'm just a drunk. He's like, but I'm gonna do better. It's just this continuous cycle. It's been 200 chapters and this is just him over and over and over and over. So I'm glad somebody's gotten their hands on him, knows who he is, and now again, he's not responsible for the arson attack that happened at the school X amount of years ago. But maybe this experience will, I don't know, change some things. The fact that you mention his name must mean that you know Kajuro. Maybe they'll use him to find him. It would be too dangerous to pose as him without knowing him at all. Say something. I don't know him. I mean, he's dead. You better come up with a better story than that. I mean, hey, this isn't a show. Go away. Wait, sir. He's as tall as Denshichiro Sensei. He's got long flowing hair. Yes. And a baby face. And narrow eyes. I'll cut you down, kid. He's deaf. He's deaf. It's him. It's the Messiah. Oh, man. The real Kajuro. He's like, holy shit, sir, he's deaf. He can't hear a damn thing. Didn't even look. Alright, we got 2 more chapters. Alright, I was like, wow, they're really gonna parade Matahachi up there thinking he's Kajuro, but then no. That's a great panel. Alright. We got 2 more chapters. Ooh, that's also pretty great. And they've never ran into each other. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Matahachi and Kajuro have never actually ran into each other. That's pretty good. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's see how it goes. Hey, are you Sasaki Kajuro? Do I look like I can speak? You deaf? Can you hear me? Did she just turn and run? I mean, do y'all want to get fucked up, or what are we doing here? So you're saying there's no point for the head of the school to fight a lone Ronin? There's nothing to be gained from such a victory? Denshitaro Sensei may be honest to a fault, but he should not partake in this duel, and we should have Sasaki Kajuro fight in his stead. So this Kajuro, is he a formidable fighter, Ueda? He fought Denshitaro 4 years ago. I'm sorry, Kurando, I never told anyone about this. But on that occasion, Denshitaro was beaten near to death. What insolence? Why aren't you afraid of us? Because he has no concept of anything. He has no concept of... I mean, he knows a little bit of pain and fear when the... Speaking of, I was going to say when the senior disciple, you know, kind of stabbed him around and, you know, made him realize, like, you have to have a little bit of, like, some kind of fear. Where is he? Where's senior disciple and junior I'm also invincible disciple at? Where are they at? Good question. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, did we just run to the end of the playlist? Did we? Run it back. Run it back. Sir Mika, he's tall and deaf, but that doesn't completely prove he's Kajuro. If he really is Kajuro, yeah, someone's gotta throw with him a little bit. Then he must be as skilled in the way of the sword as Denshitaro Sensei. We were instructed to invite Kajuro back as our guest. You mustn't fight him here. I know this won't come to blows. You don't need to actually fight someone to measure his strength. You can feel it. What's with those eyes? Draw your sword. Sir? What's going on? The guy who died, I thought he was Kajuro. But if he wasn't Kajuro, then who was he? And why did he have that certificate? Kajuro's certificate of swordsmanship. He's got to give that to him. I would actually like to see his reaction to that. I was supposed to deliver it to Kajuro? That samurai has been watching me this whole time? At least do something useful. I understand now, I'm so ashamed. It must have been difficult for him to bear. So I finally meet you? The real Sasaki? Sir Mike, don't worry. I won't draw my blade. I'm neither that young nor stupid. I've encountered many fighters mightier than me. I know how it feels. The moment I sense that his skill is greater than mine, I'll get down on my knees, apologize graciously, and invite him back to our... You make it seem like he has any kind of like social norms or anything like that, that he just won't still like walk up and kill you. I won't draw my sword. I just want to gauge his skill. Want to see how strong this man is. He's like, oh, you want to get fucked up? I know what that means. Sir? Your sword? You've drawn it? I was about to say, what? Did he not just say, I won't draw my sword? Did he not just say, don't worry, I won't draw my blade? What are we doing? Cut him down, Kajuro? Make him pay for what he did to me? Must stop, need to get down on my knees. He's strong. Is he just so captivated, but exactly how strong is he? Bro, it's as if this has been the sole purpose of my entire life. Okay. Here we go. Somebody else ready to throw their life away for the way of the sword. All right, buddy. Go. Oh, man, just had this long drawn out speech how he wasn't going to do XYZ, and now he's dead. Dead as hell. D-A-D, dead. He has nobody to blame but himself for that shit. And I really hope he delivers that letter, that certificate to him. Kojuro and Matahachi? Oh, God. Ueda? Damn you. What are you thinking? A substitute? Yeah, come the fuck on now. Denshitaro, there's no reason for you to fight. You're now the head of the school. You have nothing to gain by winning, and you risk everything if you are defeated. You mustn't engage in this fight. We'll find someone to fight in your stead. Bro, he's been preparing for this for a year, and it's cranked up in the last handful of days. There's no way he wouldn't. I'm not good at keeping track of risk and gains. I will keep the promise I made to Musashi 1 year ago. That's reason enough for me to fight. What the hell? Ueda, you're doing the opposite of what I need from you? Just tell me. Tell me that you believe in me. I believe you have skill, and I believe in you. But I don't believe that you'll win. I mean, both statements can be true. Denshitaro, you must pull yourself together. You're now the head of our... You're burning up, Denshitaro. You need to rest. I'm okay. Come, let us return to the estate. What the hell's going on with these two? I can't believe this. Did you see that? No, I saw Mike in mid-swing. Perhaps that is what happened. Mike was about to strike down towards his opponent's head, but Kojuro used the something technique to get inside his swing. Kojuro's blade went through Mike's arm and cut clean through his torso, but I didn't really see it happen. It just looked like they went crashing into each other, and now Kojuro must still be our guest. Yes, we must bring him back. Sasaki, sir. He's like, Mr. Stark? He can't hear us. Y'all better get a piece of paper or something. So what are we supposed to do? I'm not shaking from fear. Hey, Takezo, ever since we were kids, you were so strong. Yes, I know that, but I was strong too. We were both strong kids, and we had a lot in common back then, but at some point you became really strong. You became so intimidating that you scared everyone away. We were still friends, but little by little I couldn't understand what you were thinking anymore. It was you against the world, but you see, Takezo, and I was lumped in with the rest of the world. But you see, Takezo, I wanted to stand by your side as an equal. Two strong men, Takezo and Matahachi. That's how I always wanted it to be. That's why I turned my back on my family to fight in the battle. That's why I haven't gone back to our village. That's why. I'm not shaking from fear. This is what I wanted to be like. This person standing before me, yeah, that's what he wanted. He's the personification of what I wanted to be all my life. So what, are you gonna wanna be his disciple? What are we talking here? Exactly like him. They're trying not to get killed. Sasaki, sir, we invite you to our school for instruction in your sword technique. Please, sir. How can we make you understand? Please just come with us. We shall do our best to grant you anything you need. Please come to the Yoshiaka. Please come with us. And he walks right past them. I need you to go get that certificate. This isn't working. It's pointless. How can we make an ally of someone you can't communicate with? Y'all better start getting pen and paper out. And he cut down Mike. We can't welcome him as an honored Man really thinks he's him. Man thinks he's him. And the birds fly away, so he knows someone's charging him. He turns around, and this dude's dead as fuck. Yep. Wait. Stop. Oh, damn it, man. I wanted to see him give that certificate. It's coming down again. Dang. And that's how it ends. That could not have gone any worse for them. Like, that went absolutely terrible. Could not have gone any worse, but... some solid chapters. Oh, shit. That was a 40-minute reaction. Yeah, I gotta wrap this up because I know y'all aren't gonna stay here for this whole 40 minutes. Those are some good 5 chapters. Toji. Sheesh. Sounds like a pretty depressing life, no? We'll see if, I mean, I don't know why they would give us any backstory on him at all. I mean, he's dead, was barely on screen, just kind of is what it is. Kajuro, like, we're in current timeline, by the way. Kajuro and Matahachi are right here. I need some kind of interaction. Something, and hopefully it's not them fighting. And now that Sajuro's dead, who are the like main players that we've been introduced to? Takezo, Kajuro, Inshun, and then the other school's grandson. I think it's just those 4. I mean, we could get introduced to more along the way. And then what happened to the senior disciple? Or I wonder if maybe they never caught back up after Kajuro was just going through the wilderness and up the mountain, just fighting and killing and fighting and killing, and the other 2 kind of got like sidetracked. Maybe Kajuro just kept going. To where, who knows, and they never caught back up. Or maybe there's an off-screen fight we haven't seen. I don't know. We'll leave it there and see, though. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,